Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you a great sword and great shield build in Elden Ring. So this is extremely powerful because we can stack up a few different things to give us a huge boost to our damage, and then we can survive hits with our shield. So I'll be going over the full leveling guide. This is at level 150, but if you're going higher in the levels, I'll tell you which stats to take. So we've got a heavy greatsword here. This scales best off our strength, so we're going to want to have a very high amount of strength. So I completely dumped mind. I'm using the wretch class here, so we got 50 vigor, 10 mind, 52 endurance. You need at least this to be able to get 58 poise and have a medium roll still. So even though we got the shield, still having a medium roll is actually something you definitely want. 68 strength, you can take some of those points and put them into mind if you want to be being able to cast a few more incantations. We got 15 faith and 16 arcane. This is really all you need because that gives us flame grant me strength, that gives us blood flies, which can allow us to proc extra damage from the white mask. And we can also take the Lord of Blood's Exaltation for the increased damage from that as well. We are going with the stone shield here, so we got a nice combination of sword and shield. We have the white mask, nice cavalry armor altered, crucible gauntlets, and the veteran's greaves, but you can really use whatever items you want. And then as for the talisman, I got the Dragon Crest Great Shield, two-headed turtle, although you can go with just the regular old turtle talisman. This is just going to help out with recovering our stamina after we're getting hit with our shield up. And also just nice, faster stamina recovery is great. We also got the Great Jar Arsenal. This is required to be able to equip both the sword and the shield, so kind of a necessity. And I also have Shard of Alexander, but this one can also be swapped. You can use different ones, like if you want to focus on keeping your health full, Ritual Sword Talisman, or as I mentioned, Lord of Blood's Exaltation is not a bad one, but I'll show you some of the damage potential that we get here. Now, the biggest thing is we don't have a whole lot of FP to cast spells, so Flame Grant Me Strength to boost our damage, Blood Flame Blade, you can do those in reverse order, and then finally we're going to do Swarm of Flies. I ran out there because I did buff earlier, but just 1 to 2 castings of this is going to trigger the blood loss, which is going to give us that extra damage. And then we can go in with our sword, which also deals blood loss, and you can just go around slapping them around. So this is quite strong. The shield gives you a lot of survivability as well, because you can literally just hold your shield up and get in close and then attack with the huge reach that you get. But be mindful that when you're attacking, you're vulnerable, so that is one thing that you got to keep in mind. But you can also go with charge attacks here to do a crazy amount of damage and break posture. Now for the Wondrous Physic, I'm using the one that is going to increase our posture damage, as well as the one that's going to negate the next attack. So we got the critical hit off there, but we're going to have increased posture damage, which is huge. Oh, I got shredded there. Typically, yeah, 2 attacks with this is going to basically posture break any normal enemy. And with bosses, you can get a little bit extra by doing jump attacks, so that'll give you further posture break. But the best part about the greatsword is you're literally doing area of effect attacks every time you attack. But another really nice thing that we got FP for is the Lion's Claw, or in this case I have Savage Lion's Claw, which lets us do a follow-up attack. So if there's any boss type enemy that you're attacking, you can go ahead. If that 2k damage doesn't take out a normal enemy, you can also follow that up. But do be mindful we don't have a whole lot of FP, so your next levels, if you're going up above level 150, I would 100% recommend increasing your mind. That's going to give you a bit more damage potential there, as well as just being able to cast some different incantations and use summons like Black Knife Teach, because with this you basically have to use the Mimic because we don't have any FP at all. But a few other Ashes of War that we can put on this weapon, I'll be going over those in a second here. So we're going to go with something on the heavy greatsword. So I really like the Lion's Claw or Savage Lion's Claw, but Chilling Mist is honestly a very underrated one we can go with. And you don't even have to go with the cold infusement. That will give it magic damage and the frost buildup, which is 153. Absolutely crazy. But you can still give yourself the frostbite buildup if you don't go this route. But I'll just show you what it looks like with that. Because frostbite is really nice. It hits hard, so only a few attacks and you'll get the frostbite buildup there. So a little bit of loss of damage, but we were able to trigger the blood loss or the frost buildup in just one hit there. And then that's not even getting into the Chilling Mist. So oh, there we go. We got the Chilling Mist up. And I wish there was an item that gave you increased damage when you triggered Frostbite. That'd be really cool. But this sword looks really nice with that Chilling Mist on it, I must admit. Oh, getting shredded there. But we can usually break enemies out of their posture pretty quickly there, as you can see. He was about to attack us, and we just completely stopped that from happening. So We also have a pretty okay reaction time out of a dodge roll. The greatsword's obviously a slow weapon, but it's not bad when you got a shield that you can tank with as well. So you can, those attacks aren't very good to shield against, but a couple hits and you'll usually stack up the frostbite and or be able to break the posture. So that is if you got the wondrous physic active, that'll give you that increased posture damage. But the huge range of effects with this weapon are incredible. And then once you proc the frostbite, you get a bit of extra damage. It's hard to show the full true damage, but if you got Flame Grant Me Strength, Swarm of Flies, and the frostbite build up, you're going to be doing huge damage numbers there. So yeah, these things aren't tough enough to survive it, but against a boss, this goes incredibly hard. So there is a great shield and great sword build in Elden Ring. Again, as you level, get your strength up to 80, get your mind up to a comfortable number for you. You don't really need to go higher endurance, but if you want to equip maybe something else, you can go that route. But there it is. If you found this video useful, please hit that subscribe button below. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.